What's going on, guys? This is MYKAL from Cartoon Universe, and before we get into the video itself, I want to give a quick shout out to my boy, Zakuro. He's a friend of ours and a fellow Steven Universe creator. I'm sure most of you have probably heard of his work before, but he's actually just recently launched a Kickstarter for an original animated project called Amoda and Nebson. It's super dope. It's a lot of fun, a great idea, great project. I love what he's doing. And on top of that, I worked on music for it, for the little teaser thing. So you can check that out too, if you wanna. So we'll leave a link in the description down below so you could go donate. And if you can't donate, that's all good. If you could share it, that'd be much appreciated. We're trying to reach the goal of $10,000, pretty reachable. So yeah, thanks. But anywho, on to the theory at hand, which is a little theory that's been floating around for a little bit and has kind of traced back all the way back to season 1 of Steven Universe, and that is the Steven Universe eyes. The eyes of Steven Universe, if you will. If you've noticed throughout the entire series, there's actually been a ton of instances of people and characters damaging their eye or losing an eye or just having one eye in general. And this has been a recurring theme for a while, and there's been a recent theory that Steven is actually going to be the one to lose his eye because most of these have to do with him in some capacity. So I'm going to go down the list of all the symbolism of one eye in the Steven Universe and the possibilities of what it can mean. It could mean quite a couple things. There's some more likely than others, but I'm gonna go run down the list regardless. So we've got when Steven was hit by a rock by Sugalite, got bodied, he bandaged his right eye. I just covered my left, but I guess it's your right? Is it? Anyway. When he got bruised by Jasper in Jailbreak, and that kind of lasted into the beginning of season 2. We've got Cat Steven, which is literally named Steven, and his right eye, her right eye, is missing, completely gone, and has a scar on it, so that's pretty alarming. We've got Lars has a scar on his eye from when he, died. We've got Sadie's scar, which is near her right eye. We've got Eyeball, we've got Emerald, we've got White Pearl, we've got the Connie in Rose's room that had the eye patch, we've got a bunch of the Amethyst guards, and we've got Sapphire, and presumably Pad Parasha. So there's a lot of one-eyed symbolism in Steven Universe, and Steven Universe, we do not take symbolism lightly around here for this show because symbolism almost always means something. Now this is really akin to what Adventure Time did with Finn. They kind of hinted at Finn losing an arm apparently, and eventually he did lose an arm. So this is within the realm of possibility for Cartoon Network for a child to lose a body part. It would probably just have to be done in a way that's not bloody or gory or graphic in any way. The way Adventure Time handled it, it was just kind of pulled off sort of because of magic stuff. So Steven Universe, Steven could theoretically lose an eye just because of magic things could happen and he no longer has an eye or something like that. That's the first theory, is that Steven is going to be the one to lose an eye, and because most of the symbolism has to do with him directly, with him damaging his own eye, or people close to them losing their eye, and literally Cat Steven is named Steven and has the right eye missing. So most people are expecting Steven to lose the right eye. Well, I think this is probably the most likely scenario. At the same time, a lot of people are assuming that White Diamond is going to be the cause of this because this will likely be some catastrophic, big, momentous event to kind of symbolize a big change for Steven himself. But I don't think that really makes sense because Garnet stated before they left to go see White Diamond that Steven would be fine, and I would constitute losing an eye as not very fine. I don't think it's gonna happen from White Diamond, at least not right now. It might happen by White Diamond later on in the series, but as of right now where Steven is positioned, I don't think it's gonna happen to Steven at this very moment, if it does at all. Other possibilities are, well, someone else loses an eye, but who would lose an eye? I don't know. It could literally be anyone. There's no theories or anything pointing towards one person or the other. Another possibility is that Garnet could lose her future vision since she has the third eye, and that's, kind of more metaphorical than anything. I don't know if she's literally going to lose her third eye, but it could be metaphorical that she's going to lose the power of her future vision. Not sure how down I'd be for this one because we kind of already dived into Garnet losing in touch with her future vision, even though she didn't lose it completely. So I feel like it'd be kind of weird to do that on top of this. It's just kind of a little bit redundant. But what do eyes usually mean? We know Steven Universe likes to take a lot of symbolism from classical symbolism and meanings behind certain objects and things, especially gems. Eye can be the eye of truth, the all-seeing eye, if you will. Illuminati, confirmed. But I actually brought this up in a theory not too long ago, and that was the possibility that White Diamond can just see everything. She might just be omnipotent and has different connections to different parts of the entire universe, maybe colonies that she's collected, because it seemed very much so that she was prepared for Steven and the other gems to show up to Homeworld when they did, for whatever reason. Could be another number of reasons for that, but one is that she already was aware, and that she was already aware that Rose Quartz was actually Pink Diamond, and she was just playing along with Pink's little game. So it's possible White Diamond knows absolutely everything there is to know about the universe and can just see everything, and that's some big reveal that's gonna happen somewhere down the line, and that's what all these eyes symbolize for some reason. Another piece of symbolism is the eye to the soul, and that kind of reminds me of Steven as a character for his exact powers, because he can kind of dive into the souls or minds, their minds, but he can kind of dive into the souls of different people and gems, and this would kind of relate to his power. So what if Steven, instead of losing a literal eye, loses his actual powers? And this again goes back to a theory that we've brought up on the channel about Steven becoming a full-fledged human, but I also brought up that if he does do this, this brings an issue with the whole Pink Diamond factor, because Pink Diamond / Rose Quartz is presumably inside the gem, so then this would just bring Rose Quartz back to life. So that'd be kind of lame, kind of weak. So this could be a way for maybe the gem to actually just be straight up neutralized, so he still has the gem within him and always will, but maybe it just doesn't play a significant factor in any way. So that'd be pretty interesting. It'd be an interesting way to give Steven the joys of just being a human and take off the responsibility of him being a gem. Another possibility is that this means absolutely nothing at all, and it's just an Easter egg. Maybe it's Rebecca Sugar and the Crewniverse, they like the one-eyed symbolism. I apologize for my Discord notifications there, my bad. But it could just be symbolism, it could just be an Easter egg. I actually know, if you guys are familiar with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, they actually, during Phase 2 and some of the TV shows, showcase one character getting an arm chopped off in some way, shape, or form in every movie and in every show during a certain period. So it's possible all these one-eyed symbolisms could just be an Easter egg just for fun. I doubt it. Or it could be some combination of all these. Maybe multiple people lose eyes. Maybe Steven loses his eye and his power. Maybe he just loses his eye and White Diamond can see everything and she's omnipotent and the all-seeing eye, Illuminati. But I personally lean more towards the idea that Steven will lose an eye. It'd be very interesting for his character because it would probably symbolize some great moment, maybe some moment that he realizes that he cannot talk with everyone, he cannot persuade everyone, and not everyone has good in them. Some people just need to get whooped, and beaten, and that could be a constant reminder because he just got bodied that hard. What do you guys think? Do you think Steven is going to be losing an eye? Do you think someone else is losing an eye? Or do you think it means something else completely? Definitely let us know in the comments down below. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when we're going to be posting more Steven Universe theories, and consider supporting us on Patreon so we don't lose an eye, because that's how that works. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I've been Michael Williams. You've been watching Kitsune Universe, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.